Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Guns and More. Today we're going to be talking again about the Tisas 1911, and this is just going to be a 250 round update. Yeah, so I've had this gun not for too long already. I've only had it for like about 2 months, at the most, and I have done a couple of upgrades to it and whatnot, and I have taken it to the range so far 2 or 3 times, and I've put around 250 rounds. Obviously, not completely through a breaking process yet. The breaking process on this gun is about 500 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. But so far, I have not had any issues with the gun, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Like, I was expecting less due to the fact that it was I only paid around $329, so I was really expecting a lot less from this gun, and it really surprised me. Like, it has done great. The only reason for me to go with the upgrades is, as I mentioned in previous videos, the hammer bite was pretty intense. Like, I went to the range after the first range day. I think I put maybe about 100 rounds that day, and I ended up with a big mark from the hammer bite. And as soon as I got home that day, I cleaned out the gun and I ordered a new beaver tail, new hammer, and I decided to just go ahead and order the all full stainless steel parts, which I already covered those in a previous video. So yeah, like I said, so far 250 rounds, no feeding issues, no problem. I only had one little hiccup, and it was that I tried to shoot with a magazine from one of my coworkers' guns, which I believe the magazine itself had issues with the spring, because that was an old magazine that he had, and he just gave me the gun so I could fix a couple of stuff for him. And when I went to the range, the magazine will feed all the bullets, but then when it gets to the last bullet, like the spring didn't really have a lot of tension in it, so it only jammed one from feeding, and it was in that other magazine. Now, with the magazines from this gun, I have not had no issues so far. Like I said, a little over 250 rounds, no problem. And as far as wear on the gun, obviously you'll get the. Let me get a. Yeah, so as far as wear on the gun, I did loop everything up before I went to the range, just because I am still in the breaking process from this gun. I'm not sure how crucial the breaking process is on this firearm, so I just try to keep it as clean and as lubricated as possible until I get through the breaking process. But yeah, I mean, there's no markings on the slide. It's a little bit wear over here, which is normal for the coating, but there's no deep markings or anything, so everything seems to be wearing out pretty nice and even. And that's about it from wear on the slide. 'Cause then you have this little bit over here and this little bit over here, and that's it. Everything else is just normal wear that you will get from any gun. So from the slide itself, that's the wear that you'll see from 250 rounds. Then from the barrel itself as well, there's no wear that's not supposed to be there. Just normal wear, 250 rounds. There's no markings or anything on the barrel, just little fadings from the normal wear and tear that you'll get, obviously. And the rest of the barrel is just in great conditions. Just a little dirty over here. I haven't cleaned that area, but yeah, that's honestly as much wear as you'll see on this gun right now. As everything else, the lower receiver has no wear at all. The only wear that I do have on this lower receiver, and it's not a gun issue, is just that I upgraded this slide lock and I put the extended one, and the inner part, which is from this area right here, seems to be a little bit too friendly with the receiver in this area. So as you can see, it has left two little markings over here, not a big deal, but I wish it wouldn't have happened. But hey, it's a cheap gun. It's just meant for the range, for me to go to the range and have some fun. So yeah. Now, other than that, everything else on this gun has been flawlessly working. I have had, like I said, I have had no issues with it, and I'll see how it performs. I want to give another update when I get to the 500 round mark and see how it compares to the 250 round mark. But so far, I'm pretty happy. There's no cracks, no anything, nothing abnormal on the weapon itself. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so let's close this back up and wrap up a little bit the video. Like I said, this was just a short 250 round video update on the firearm, and I feel like I said, I feel like the firearm has performed great for being a cheap 1911. So as for now, if you're planning to get into the 1911 world and you don't have a big budget, or you just want something cheap to get your hands to see how your interest is in the 1911 platform, I really do recommend this one. The one that I have for my buddy, that I was fixing a few parts, that one, it also performed great. But from what my buddy has told me, he said that it has had a couple of feeding issues, and it has gotten jammed a few times. Now I don't know how many times he has fired that weapon, because I know he has his for a really long time. So I'm sure that he had it a lot longer than what I had mine for. But I think he paid like $500 for that one. I only paid $329 for this one, and they both feel great when you shoot them. They're both smooth. I mean, it was a $200 difference, but I mean, if you want to spend the extra $200, I don't see why not. But this one works just as great, and like I said, it has no issues. Now I am planning to upgrade the iron sights later on. I want to put some adjustable ones, some night sights. I'm not sure which one to go yet with. I've been browsing, and I'm not even completely sold on which ones I want. I know I don't want a red dot on this gun. I already have issues with red dots due to the fact that I got astigmatism, and it bothers me when I try to aim. Like, I'm trying to aim and using the red dot with astigmatism, it kind of bothers you. You can't really focus on that dot. So I'm gonna go with some adjustable iron sight, and I might change the grip. I am thinking of putting some stainless grip that I've seen with a design in it. But I do like how this one feels, but that's something that I might see in the future, not now. But yeah, other than that, the gun, like I said, if you guys are looking for a budget 1911 just to get your hands wet and just to go to that 1911 territory and test it out, $329, you can't go wrong with it. 45 caliber, out of the box, works great. The only thing that I would definitely recommend is get a beaver tail and a hammer. After that, you're all set. Or you could just get a different version, because I got the service model, which is the bare minimum from the Tisas. But they do have different versions which have a different hammer. But as far as I'm concerned, they all have the same beaver tail that goes down instead of up. So I mean, perfect. Personally, I like it better the way it is, stainless steel and black. That's why I actually ordered the cheapest one, the simplest one, just so I can modify the way I want to have it. But that totally changes between person to person. A lot of people don't like working on their guns or modifying their guns. They just want to have it just as they bought it, and I understand that. But I actually like tinkering with my guns and whatnot, so I ended up getting this one. So that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed the short video, and I really hope you guys subscribe to the channel and please hit the like button, and please share the channel to help the channel grow a little bit, and I would really appreciate that a lot. So thanks for your support, guys, and on to the next one.